This is your male Chalagonda 4 back at it again. Yes, this is a mukbang channel. So one day I am going to make challah bread, but that's not not on the agenda today. What we're doing today is we're continuing this weird ass piece. I mean, it's not weird. I don't know why I said it's weird ass. It's just a D&D campaign. We left off after doing like a bunch of 3D work on the background, the environment, to meet all the requirements that were sent to me. So the room has like a fireplace. It has a bar section. It has an entrance, 4 character positions set up. No more Yapaholics podcast. I mean, this entire video is a Yapaholics podcast, to be honest. Like, I'm just talking over a screen recording. Right, so we're continuing with 6 hours and 57 minutes. So last time we laid out the positions of the characters, started like adding their poses in there, like their body types and like heights in comparison to each other. So currently what's being done is the big guy is being turned into big, and the other characters like sizes and facial expressions are being blocked in, like the human woman's face expression. Now this little halfling's face with the finger up in the air, like, did you know? Yeah, I mean, just let's get some face expressions in there for each character, like 4 of them in total. So I don't know if 6 hours and 30 minutes is going to be enough to like get everything in there, unfortunately. But hey, no spoilers. Maybe I will make it, you know. Maybe everything will be fine. I'm not usually the type to like do multiple sketch passes or anything, but in this case I thought it could be necessary, like for things like the outfits, to like keep them separate from the poses, because I need to like do some design work on the outfits. It's not just like drawing from a reference sheet. There are references that were sent to me, but I am still like creating the characters from a set of references. Like, I'm designing them basically. But yeah, time to fucking put in the blue overlay on the sketch and draw the outfit on the elf. Smoker man with his long purple coat, doing like a pose with the cigar smoking, trying to be all fancy and like sophisticated. Yeah, he has almost like a watch, but it's not a watch, it's like a jewelry piece that's like attached over the sleeve, which is cool. Now the outfit for the halfling was interesting. I thought I'd do like a little puffy sleeve with like the clown type thing. Like the, I don't know what to call that, but yeah, it's a lot of detail on this outfit, and like some bows and patterns. Decided to remove the puffy sleeves after all, because maybe it would take too much attention away. Did something different for the sleeves, like some wrist guards, or like not guards, just decoration, whatever. And for the human woman, let's just get something going there as well. I thought the pose looked a bit awkward though, so I decided to redo the arm positions and like put like a goblet in her hand, so she is just holding the drink up like fancy person. That was the goal basically. And yeah, let's make the outfit reflect that as well. Like maybe like some totally buttoned up like dress with like some collar details like on the over here, like scarf almost, like with some bows. And for the samurai male, you know, it's just kind of self-explanatory. You gotta do some samurai type beat over there. Let's do some refinements for him. Add some like hand pose for the elf that is like cooler. So it's like this, and I mean, things like this can give like a little bit more personality. Roy, let's carry on. So with 5 hours remaining, I filled everything in and like created masks for everybody. But after coming back to it, I thought the halfling's like hand that's in the air needed more refinement, so I redid it to like get it a bit more accurate. It's because this is like a major element in the piece. It's where it's like gonna be a focal point, almost like it will be a central piece of like the character expression. So I guess we want to make it look right. Then she had like a bunch of decoration in her hair as well. So let's get that in there, like just do a bit more detailed sketching. And I thought that the object positioning on the table looked a little weird, so I brought everything back into Blender, overlaid the drawing over the scene, and like placed one of the goblets into the human woman's hand, because it would be easier to get the perspective right this way. I thought, I don't know, I could have actually drawn it as well, but I was lazy, I guess. So I just brought that in there and like placed the PNG into her hand, so I don't need to like draw it myself later. I also did something additional in Blender. I exported out like a fog pass, which is like helps create some depth in the scene. I colored it to blue for the time being, but I don't think this is like a suitable color, so we'll change that later. It's just to create like to soften the background and bring more focus on the characters, to make the background look like it's back there somewhere. And finally, the samurai character, of course, can't forget about him. No major modifications there. He was the most simple one. For the fireplace, I decided just to like some simple flames there for the time being with like the add blending mode to add some stuff in. And same thing for the torches and the candle. And finally, like some light halo from the window that is in the background. Like some blue light to contrast the warmth that the whole interior is like filled with. It's very like bright blue for now, but we'll tweak it later probably. But first, let's like add some color masks in for the characters. There's like, I'm just gonna blaze through this because it's just manually like filling shit in like. I'm making masks right now. Fucking these are the color schemes for all the characters, like pretty blue tones actually, but that's cool. It contrasts the warmness of the rest of the interior, so I guess it checks out. And like, and then their samurai is like red to contrast. I mean, to not contrast, to blend in more, but he's at the edge, so he's like, I don't know. I'm kind of overthinking it. He's like massive, but he takes up a lot of space on the canvas, but he's in the corner like this. Doesn't matter. But let's proceed. Let's do like a first shading pass, which would be like an occlusion pass, occlusion shadow from no particular light source. It's just like the ambient lighting to like give form to the characters, starting with the elf's face and hand. And yeah, this is a very effective technique. I'm just using like a big ass round brush and like some lassos to like block in different areas, to like isolate some areas and use the big brush without leaking over to other areas. Same thing with the human woman's hair. Only like 3 hours 8 minutes remaining, but like I'm starting to like this. I'm starting to like see the vision now finally, after like 12 hours of work on this. Jeez, it's been like 12 hours. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, let's continue with the ambient occlusion to just give some life to the characters, because they've been like in the draft stage for too long, and we want to preview what the rendered stage will look like in the future. So yeah, just ambient lighting, big shapes, like the samurai's legs are like under the table, not much light is reaching there, so like that will be dark, and people under their chins will be dark, or like it's kind of ambient lighting in here right now, so like inside the hood would be dark for me, and like under the hair. Anyway, let's move on to our first actual light source, which would be the candle on the table. I mean, it's a small one. You can't really get that much light out of a candle, but we can bend the rules a little bit. Like, let's just make it a bit more prominent than it would be in real life on all of the characters, because I want this would be like highlight their face as well. It ties them together into one light, one environment, so to speak. Since it's in the center of all four characters, like the way I think about it is like the characters behind the candle, like the halfling and the elf male smoking. For them, the light is more central. It's hitting like this part, but the other two characters are like in front of the light source. So for them, only like this area gets hit. And yeah, let's try to refine it. Let's like erase out some areas, create some shadows and creases and everything, and proceed with the second light source, which is like the blue light from the window. This is almost like a rim light in this case. That's how I treated it. It's like behind, hitting the back sides of the characters. Only the elf and the human, actually, because for them it's behind, but the other two characters on the other side of the table, for them this light source is in front of them. But I already hit their front with the candlelight, so I don't want to mix those two together, so I'm just kind of ignoring it there and making like a rim light from the fireplace instead on them. And yeah, time to add some details, refine the shading a bit. We're reaching like 2 final hours, and yeah, panic is starting to set in. I'm like, goddamn, I gotta rush this shit super hard because there's still a lot to do. Oh man, Roy, let's see what's up, man. Hey, let's fucking right. So I mean, at this point, we just gotta start getting rid of the sketch lines and like refining the shading and creating like some more solid shapes out of all the light layers, like combining them all through like a render pass. But before this, I thought maybe to like add more form, I could add like a camera light as well. So like it implies that there is a window behind the camera, like some more blue light is getting in through there. And this creates like some highlights in the middle of the character silhouettes, and helps me to add like some form in a more logical way to their bodies and their clothes and everything. But yeah, at this point I basically was done with adding the light sources and went in with like on like a top layer. No more blending modes, just normal mode now, and yeah, just picking colors from all the layers underneath and like rendering on a single layer on top of everything. Very technical speak here for the painting, but I don't really know, like there isn't a lot more going at this point. So like the composition has been established, face expressions and designs have been established, light sources have been established. Basically all that's left to do now is to make it look pretty and like use up all the time I have to like add detail and refine and to get rid of the sketch lines. When I got to doing that on the elf's face, I was like panicking a bit because the shit is looking kind of ass right now. And what can I do? I guess adding more detail will do. And just like 1 hour left, you know, my mind was not working very well at this point because yeah, there's so much rendering left to do, like such complex outfits and everything. But let's try my best and try to like make sense of all these light sources I added and like have them not overlap with each other too much. That's like the main challenge, because then the colors will get too complicated for me to like mix and match in my head and like turn them into actual form on the canvas. For example, like the blue light that's coming from the window is hitting like the side of the human woman's face, like the cheekbones over here, and like only this part is getting that light. Oh wait, actually that's the light from behind the camera. Jesus, you see how confusing this is? Like I need to keep all this shit in mind while rendering, but I don't even remember all of it while commenting on the process right now, because you know, there's like 5 light sources I added in, and sometimes like the reflections change angle. Anyways, let's forget about all that. Let's lock in. 24 minutes left, and a lot of hair details. Like I need to add in some pearls and feathers and like ribbons on the halfling's hair, and that's very annoying because like small details like that in the midst of everything else, like the multicolored hair, it's like hard to manage. Like on top of like 5 light sources as well, you know, like it's a lot to take care of. So like I kind of overestimated my abilities, or maybe I overestimated my abilities in 3D, or like maybe I was just made some stupid decisions trying to model everything from scratch when I could have like used pre-made assets. 5 minutes remaining, let's get myself instantly. Yeah, I don't know, like at this point it was clear that I'm gonna have to add in some extra time. So this is where we got with the original time limit. Kind of ass, not gonna lie, like slightly ass, but it's okay because it's like in the middle of the rendering stage. It's like in that awkward stage where it's like trying to look good, but it's not quite there yet, so, you know, can't really deliver something like this. So let's add like 2 hours, 30 minutes or something. I mean, maybe this is enough to like get enough rendering done there, because, you know, 4 characters and some of them were like kind of untouched, even like the samurai. So let's keep going. Let's run the 2 hour 30 minutes and see what happens. Let's clean up the human's face, like turn the canvas upside down to get like an alternate view. It's like a better method. When you're trying to flipping the canvas, you can just turn it upside down and look at it that way. That's another producer hack. I mean, artwork producer hack. I really enjoyed the color scheme on the halfling's hair though, like the highlights and the orange light hitting the blue hair. It creates like this purple-ish desaturated tone, which looks cool. And like getting those highlights in there as well makes this look very fancy. I quite like how that turned out, like how the camera light and the blue camera light and the orange fireplace light like mixed together in that blue hair. Looks cool, looks very fancy, which was the goal for this character. So like, yeah, that's cool at least. But half an hour gone, and like you know, let's just not look at the timer. But adding in those blue highlights on the face from the camera went crazy actually, because it added some tonal like variation to the face, like some color temperature variation. And so I took this trick and tried doing it on other characters as well later. But yeah, I like the smog face expression looks pretty funny, but I really like it. It looks enjoyable, looks easy on the eyes, and I guess for like a laid back scene, that's kind of what you want. Maybe that's like a good thing. Let's move on. Where do I even move on at from this point? Oh, the pearls, gotta add them in on a separate separate layer and like add some highlights in the colors of the camera light and the fireplace light, like the poppy shoulders of the dress, like reflecting like kind of silky looking material. Middle part not as reflective, but yeah, samurai time, because I haven't touched him with the rendering brush at all since I started rendering the character, so time to get some work done there. Maybe some anime type highlights on the hair from the camera light, blue light, like gives like a pinkish tone, like the highlights on the red skin combined with the blue light is pink kind of. The outfit doesn't have nearly as much detail as like the halfling, for example, so that's good. At least kind of simplified rendering process on this character, but yeah, still gotta get the face looking right. He's got like a blank facial expression. He doesn't give a shit about the situation so much. He's like just a chill guy leaning back and listening to what his stupid party members have got to tell him. I relate to this character. I don't actually, but yeah, I mean, I just gotta get those cloth folds in there and like try to imply some detail, because like I can't do actual detail too much. Like folds on the skirt, the kimono skirt, I don't know what to call that, to be honest, but that was like slightly tough to do because it's like all folded up on itself, and then I need to think about how the light sources interact with it and everything, and I just ignored it for now and went back to the face, added some more highlights there from like the fireplace and everything, maybe from the candle. Yeah, like just refinement, more refinement. And yeah, time to go back to the other characters, maybe render out some ears or something, add some brighter highlights on the white hair, because white hair getting hit with blue light is like slightly blue and white bright compared to like the purple coat, for example. It creates some contrast with the background, like some light versus dark contrast, which is cool. We need the character silhouettes to pop out against the background, which is like pretty busy, to be honest, like in the bar section specifically. Okay, so I added some notes for myself. Apparently it's a lot of notes. There's like 16 in total, so I guess I just did that to like organize my life a little bit more and give some concrete things for myself to render and focus on. So let's just go through them, starting with this character's kimono, or the outfit details there. There's like some patterns supposed to be going on his robes, so like let's just add like a little pattern there with overlay mode, and time to render out those little bow details and like the ribbons and everything on the halfling, like adding some light sources there, just smaller details to make the outfit come alive more and not be so sketchy, you know, because there are certain areas that I have not touched at all, this being one of them, and I guess that was the goal with the list, to like touch up those areas that I haven't like gone over yet, including like the lace shoulders, I don't know, like the ribbons in her hair. Those are not receiving any light from any, or they're just like purple flat colors. Some are like solid color, like graphic design type shit, like just flat, no light interaction. It was quite difficult to manage like the green endings to the blue hair, blending them in with the light source colors. But yeah, other things in the list included the sleeves of the elf guy and like his fingers and arms and everything, because it's a lot of shit going on there. A lot. I don't know, like I'm running out of commentary ideas for this, but yeah, basically, you know, it's just a lot to manage. And there's also like the table itself. There is like nothing on there yet, like it's just raw 3D models, and I have to like touch that up later as well. We've got like less than an hour remaining on the clock. Arnar. Let's continue though, like let's just switch up the background, the fog color, because that cannot remain blue forever, you know. Where's the blue coming from? Like it's all like warm inside there, so let's switch it to orange and then switch it off at all, because I need to like do some rendering over the background. Like the door, for example, add some shapes of dust and dirt in there, like some reflections of the torches on those walls over there, maybe some grease and cracks on the stone parts on the walls and everything, just to make it come alive a little bit more, give it like some human touch, because it's all like rendered out straight from Blender. So even small changes like this can make it come alive, and like reflections on the bottles, like some texture on the plates, light from the windows, some more halos, implying that it's like a dusty underground place, and gives some more contrast with the background to the characters, which is like a good look. Maybe some wrinkles on the tablecloth or something, so it wouldn't be like just perfectly straight, and maybe even like a emblem or something on it, like so it looks more decorated and nice. Yeah, that's nice. Maybe some food debris. I kind of half-assed it, unfortunately. Like reflections on the mugs and like something in the bowl over there, maybe. I don't know. Just trying to separate everything and like make the elements like look like they've been used. Actually, like the stuff on the table, maybe some wood texture to the table. There's so much stuff to do, but it does look way more lively this way, to be honest. Like it looks like the place is more lived in when it's like more cracked up and shit. So that's where we'll leave it right now. Oh shit, that's the end of the actual process. God damn! I was hoping I would have added like another 4 hours to render, but I guess I gotta respect the time limit. I mean, an illustration of this complexity with like the detailed background, detailed characters, 4 of them, like with the different face expressions and like complex outfits interacting with the environment. That's like 20 plus hours probably. Maybe I should add a new tier to my commissions. But yeah, I mean, final thoughts on this commission? I've got to be honest, I'm not fully satisfied with it, because yeah, the time limit was too much to handle for me. It does look pretty realistic, but I'm not sure how much I like this realism. Like, I feel like I could have stylized a little bit more or something. I don't know. It looks cool, but off-putting at the same time. Not off-putting, that's like the wrong word. It's like slightly... Maybe the angle of the camera is not so cinematic or something, but I think I prioritize like fitting all the elements into the scene more than like the cinematography of it. This looks like a photo somebody took with their iPhone, you know, not like a planned out composition. But maybe it's a cool look, maybe it's not, but it's just something I did not really put so much emphasis on, I guess. Rendering is fine, like I got a lot of 3D practice out of it to learn some lessons to like use more pre-made stuff. Whatever, yeah. Just the sheer amount of rendering a piece like this requires to be like in a finalized state is crazy, but it all pays off in the end, I guess. Like it's you get to look back on the journey and be like, damn, I did this, huh? Interesting. I mean, I don't get the I did this effect from this just with the background, not the characters, because I could have done the characters better. But the background, yeah, I mean, it's like the biggest 3D usage by me so far, definitely. Yeah, mixed feelings about the end result, definitely. Not my proudest long commission, but it's not bad either. The client, oh, actually I forgot what the client said. Yeah, he said he enjoys it, just the characters' faces look a little older than intended. They're supposed to be like in their early 20s, but I guess I made them look like they're like late 20s or something. I guess your own age reflects in your paintings, you know, the effect, like people's drawings look like them. Everybody that has the same face syndrome also has like artist's face syndrome. I mean, listen to my album, that's it. I'll make more videos at some point.
Long unedited time-lapse of this drawing available on my second channel.
Bruh, check out my SoundCloud.